That I didn't touch. Is it eating? Just leave it out, please.
This is Johnny Redfoot Stadium.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is on the field and we're ready to get this one underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was
turning it on. Through contact. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Zips it out to his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Kentucky going quickly. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Middle Tennessee State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, MTSU. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes one. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Throwing on the run. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Hold and finds his man on the left. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Kentucky!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over Washington State.
Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again. This time a... Oh, it's blocked! Defense has it.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Throws toward the end zone. that deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. Fights off a defender. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The hand to the running back. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wide open downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to? And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll move the tight end. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Kentucky going quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose?
He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To the air on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Right back to it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Gets it out fast. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Wants to keep it in the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid